Yo, what's good guys, it's JD here, hello and welcome back to another No Money Spent episode, the first episode in a few days, which is very weird. You know me, I'm usually like clockwork, I'm usually upload every single day. We're going to talk about why we had a little bit of a break, and I need your guys' help. There's no secret about it. 2K, for me, is struggling right now. I am struggling to find the motivation to play this game in really any way, shape or form. So I put it out on Twitter earlier. I need you guys to let me know down in the comment section down below. How are you finding, one, enjoyment in this game, and two, the motivation to play it? And I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely want inspiration from you guys. You know, one of you guys might say something, and I'm like, damn, that does sound good. Let me go try that. So it's not a stupid question. Like, genuinely, let me know down below. If you play 2K, let me know why you play the game. And if you're having fun with it, what makes it fun? You know, how are you finding the fun in the game? Today we've got new dynamic duos. We can briefly talk about those. We obviously had the Swish packs on Tuesday. Didn't make a video on those because well, the pack odds were the usual pack odds, and there were like 5 Power Souls in about 3 hours. So yeah, he wasn't exactly flying out of the packs. I'm gonna kind of go through and tell you guys where I'm at with the game right now. We're gonna talk about the good that 2K have done this year, and then the fact that they've never decided to do it again. So this is not me just doing a hit piece on 2K. Like, I'm going to give them praise. I'm going to say many times in this video, that was good. But then they never did it again, which is strange. So this isn't a video complaining. This is a video just me, from my point of view, saying where I'm at. And in general, the community right now, it's not great. A lot of people are dipping to play other games. I'm starting to play Fortnite, which, you know, we are still doing daily streams, by the way. You know, 2K might be flagging, but daily streams are still there. Don't worry about that. Today, for the first time in 3 years, we were back on Fortnite. We got 2 top 2s, and, you know, it was a hell of a lot of fun. Really had more fun playing that in an hour than I have done the last, like, 2 months on 2K, maybe. So, yeah, definitely keep coming through to the streams, because they are a lot of fun. If you're playing other games, then also do let me know. But yeah, we're going to go through everything. You know, less people are streaming nowadays. More people are stopping making content. More people are just dropping the game completely. More people are playing a little bit of 2K now and a little bit of other things. So yeah, 2K is in a weird space. You know, their Twitter reactions, not Twitter reactions, interactions from the MyTeam account, they're down. You know, they're pretty low right now. So yeah, we are 2 games away from the NBA Finals potentially being over. As of time recording this, Celtics are up 2-1, so potentially 2 games away. And there's no hype in the only basketball game on the market. So that's a pretty strange situation to be in. But let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and check out facebook.com/JD Crossover. Daily Crossover? Who? JD Crossover for the daily streams. Which I said, are still going, and we're having a little bit of Fortnite sprinkled in as well. So since we last did a video, I believe step 1 is new here. 10 dunks on FaZe players, 13 T-Wolves, and 49 with Anthony Edwards. It is what it is. And step 7, you can get LaMarcus Aldridge, Jamal Wilkes, Joe Dumars, Arvidas Sabonis, and Kelly Oubre Jr. So the player who's not there is Dark Matter's Moses Malone, who's from the draft. So if you've played 5 drafts, gone 10-0 5 times, and not found Moses Malone on the board, well, you've got to keep on trying, haven't you? Because he's not, for some reason, in Beyond Level 40. But the pack's not there for another 3 weeks. 7 steps to go. Pretty tedious stuff. Not super exciting, not rewarding, not engaging. That's kind of what that is. Yesterday we got the Bob McAdoo in the exchange, the same way that Malik Sealy was in that and Drew Holiday. So 30 more triple offline games and 15 triple online games. About a 4-hour grind to get the card. It's a good card, but the way you've got to get him is pretty mindless. And then we've got nothing else. Oh, on Monday we also got the Hall of Fame handles for Days badge, which, you know, is what it is. You know, I've got 2 of them already, but if you didn't have it, it is cool that it's there. And then the playoff finals agenda as well. Today we got Celtics win a game using 13 Celtics players by 16 points or more. Again, not exactly super fun or engaging. 7 blocks of Celtics, 26-9 with any Jason Tatum in a game. As for the packs that came out, we had, well, they put loads of Dark Matters in here. You know, they advertised 10 Dark Matters, 10. And there's a 2% chance of getting 1 of the 10. So don't know about that one, Chief. We had Yakuba Diawara, Larry Keenan, and then Powell and Marc Gasol, with Pau Gasol being the invincible. But yeah, super duper rare. Not because, well, partly because he's rare in packs, and partly because nobody opened up packs. And there's already 10, and he came out 2 days ago. It was like 15, and he came out 2 days ago. So yeah, very, very rare for Pau Gasol. As for the duos today, quickly touch upon those guys. There's some that were good. I think this James Worthy one is probably the best. James Worthy and Michael Cooper. So James Worthy gains about 10 Hoff badges. Michael Cooper gains like 20. Goes from a diamond to a dark matter. So if you've got a Lakers team, You can vibe out with James Worthy and Michael Cooper, and you can also put him together with another Lakers duo, which gets two more Dark Matters, and that is Kuzma and Alex Caruso. So you can have Kuzma at the 1. No, you can't. Imagine. Caruso at the 1, Michael Cooper at the 2, Kuzma at the 3, and then James Worthy at the 4 for a little Lakers team with 2 dynamic duos that all get boosted up to the Dark Matter level. So that's there. And then Tyrese Maxey as well got one with Tobias Harris, and that duo is, again, if you're a 76ers fan, you want to run both of those together, ball out, you got it. And then the other ones were Jack Sikma and David Thompson, and also, nope, it's not there. Then also another one, which I can't remember who it is. From the packs on Tuesday, we did pull some Dark Matters. Not that it mattered. We did our equal chance packs, of which there were 3 of them. 50,000 MT per equal chance pack, so 150,000 MT down the drain. And because there was that extra pack at the equal chance, nothing has value. So Marc Gasol isn't even selling for 30k. Well, he might be, but you know, he didn't have a bid of 33k with 3 minutes to go. Iggy is way under 50k as well, for like 40k for Iggy. Yep. And then even the hero Pau Gasol is coming in at 30,000 MT. So right now, whatever you do, do not open those equal chance packs, because you literally cannot make any profit out of a pack, which makes no sense. Like, what's the point of opening a pack if you can't even make MT? So yeah, don't open those. It's decimated the market. It's made them completely redundant, which kind of took away some of the fun from Tuesday. And obviously for these packs, you know, a 2% chance, you know, these have 6%, and we didn't get invincible. And these have 2, oh, hello, not that. These have 2%. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. That's not exactly ideal, in my opinion. Right, so let's talk about why we've not uploaded in the last 3 days. So, have we still been playing the game? The answer is yes, we have still been playing the game. So we hit 50 wins in clutch time today, so we're halfway in CT. We got through the Spotlight game, the final Spotlight game, the long one, the 8-minute quarter game for Anthony Edwards. We got the level 39 Hoff Badge Pack take number 2, which was, I took, what did I take? Limitless Takeoff? I think I took Limitless Takeoff from that. And then from the Skills Challenges for Embiid, we are through 6 of the Eastern Conference. And obviously we got all the Challenger Trials done because they were the actual engaging stuff. We got through 6 of the Eastern Conference ones. And I did also grind for Malik Sealy. So we got through 30 games of Triple Threat Offline. Where does he sit? Exchange? Yeah. Did 30 games of Triple Threat Offline and 15 games of Triple Threat Online for Malik Sealy. Just because everyone said he was really good. And I was like, okay, I don't really want to let him go without getting him. So yeah, we did Drew Holiday, did Malik Sealy. It took me the combined 60 games of Triple Threat Offline and 30 games of Triple Threat Online. I've not got the card earlier than the required games. So yeah, about 4 hour for Drew, 4 hour for Malik Sealy. And then Bob McAdoo, I don't think we're going to go for Bob McAdoo. So let's talk about some good things that 2K have done this year. Not particularly this season, but let's talk about this year. What have they done that has been good? These were great, and they did them twice. So you started with an Emerald Dow Griffith. You then used him to get a Ruby version of him, and then you used a Ruby version of him, along with doing some other challenges, and you got a Diamond version of him. Same thing with DeAndre Jordan here. You got a Sapphire DJ, you use the Sapphire one, you get yourself an Amethyst DJ. You use the Amethyst DJ, you get yourself a Diamond DJ. They did that twice, and then never again. And I don't understand why they've never done that before. Imagine getting like a... Oh, they wouldn't do it with like somebody great, would they? Who could they do that would be like still decent, but not incredible? I think there are 2 big names here. They're not going to give out a big name. But let's just say, for example, like a Tracy McGrady. I know he's got his Invincible. He's got a Dark Matter, which isn't very good, to be fair. But let's say like they dropped a T-Mac in here. Diamond into Opal into Dark Matter. That's better than the Dark Matter All-Star one, but worse than Invincible, obviously. So like a sort of in-between Dark Matter T-Mac. That'd be insane. That'd be sick. So many people would do that. Or just like any card where you can like use a version, you get a better version, use that version to get the best version. That was great. You know, we did 2 of those, and then they never did them again. This, Kobe, 81 points in a single game for a Hoff badge. They did that once, and then they never did it ever again. And that was good. We did that. Got 24 tokens as well. You got a nice jersey as well. They did these things, and then they never did them again. This Lucas Spotlight was good. You know, you did a little bit of everything. A little bit of domination, a little bit of unlimited, a little bit of Triple Threat Online, limited, draft, lock in a few sets, collect some cards, evo a player, do a couple of bits and bobs, and then you complete a Spotlight for that. You know, not bad. It makes you do a little bit of everything. That's fine. Never did that again. What else do we have here? Obviously, all the playoff stuff is, you know, I've done all of the playoff stuff up to this point. Obviously, it is now getting very, very tedious because we're collecting this for one card here. We don't know if it's going to be an invincible as of yet, but we're already well over 100 challenges, and they're all so unengaging. They're all just so like bleh, and they're all for like shoe boost packs and 5 tokens and 5 tokens in a shoe pack. And it's just like, that's not fun, it's not rewarding. Like, we'll maybe do it, but this is the first time I'm really flagging on the playoff agendas. As for this, again, this is just all like, win a game with 13 T-Wars players. Like, you don't want to do that, it's not fun. 7 more steps, you know, another however many hours worth of grinding to just get cards that some people get through luck. That's not great. Wait, we were talking about good stuff, weren't we? Skills challenge, let's talk about this. So, Holo, it used to be the Holo challenge. Then the next week was an original owner challenge for 25 tokens. So 75 tokens for the Holo. The next week, 25 tokens for original owner. The next week, they re-upped the 75 tokens for the Holo one. That was good. That was fine. They decided to not do that anymore. And once a month, we get the Holo challenge. And the original owner challenge is just gone. So again, they did a good thing, and then they didn't do it again. All right, we're talking about the positives here. This is not me complaining. This is saying about good things that they've done. Signature challenges. In Season 5, I believe, we had 3 of them. We had one at the start of the season, then 2 weeks later we got another one, then 2 weeks later we got another one. So we finished the season with a potential of 3. They've not done that again. They did it once, and then they're just like, yeah, we're just going to keep this section with 1 challenge in for the entire 6-week season. So again, they did good, and then they decided they don't want to do good no more. In the token market, we had 1 drop, and it's been like, this game's been out for 9 months. We had 1 day in 9 months where there was a flash diamond shoe drop for 24 hours with 3 different versions of diamond shoes. I think it was 2 Kobe's and 1 LeBron, or 2 LeBrons and 2 Kobe. Well, two of one and 1 of the other of LeBron and Kobe's. And you could take 3 of each. You could take 9 shoes in total. That was great. They did it for 24 hours. Never did it again. That was another good thing they did, and they decided to not do it again. This season, you know, they said at the start of the season we were going to get near daily events with like dynamic duos and evos. We have now had a dynamic duo update today. Before today, though, it was just 1 dynamic duo. It was a Seth and Del Curry duo. And then evos, it's been 1 drop. That's it. We've got the Gary Payton evo drop with Jerry Stackhouse and Alan Houston, Tyler Hansbrough, of course, went to 43 Hoffs. Everybody really liked that. And then they've not done it again this season. I'm sure they will do it again this season, but we're halfway through the season now, and you've done it once. So, again, another thing that they did good. Obviously, the best thing they did this season, in my opinion, or this year, in my opinion, was the Easter weekend event. So good, so much fun, so engaging. We all played a ridiculous amount of 2K. They then did the NBA 75 weekend event, which was a step below. You know, it wasn't as good. You couldn't get repeatable packs like every hour like you could in the Easter event. So it wasn't quite on the same level. The exchange wasn't actually utilised at all during the NBA 75 event. But we're in the finals. We're in the NBA finals. There's potentially two games there. The finals could be done. The season could be done by next week. And you would not have a clue that the NBA game, the only NBA game, is doing nothing to celebrate it. You know, every weekend, we should be having an event that gives you 1 Celtic or Warriors player, Amethyst or higher, with the potential of getting Invincible Steph, Invincible KG. I know this isn't a Celtics card, it's a T-Wars one, but, you know, we'll put it in there. You know, that's what we should be doing. We should be having that. Amethyst or higher, maybe Diamond or higher. We should have repeatable things. You know, you collect rings in the triple threat. Every game gives you a pack which might have a ring in it. Then you go over to the exchange and you exchange rings for, you know, tokens or Hoff badges, you know, things like that, like WDC weekend. They should have done that of like 2 weekends in a row now for the finals, and they should be doing it this weekend for the finals as well. And that might be the final one if it ends in 4 or 5. And they've just not done it again. So again, they've done good things, and then they've decided not to do it again. Now let's get on to why I haven't uploaded in 3 days and why I'm struggling with this game. And this video might go on a little bit, so I'm not scripted it. I'm just going off of what I'm feeling right now. And again, it's from me knowing what the community likes, being so involved with the community that I like feel the heartbeat of the community. Like, I know when it's good, I know when it's bad, I know when it's flagging. It's flagging right now. Like I said at the top, so many people are just stopping streaming. So many people are just selling up all their cards and just moving on to another game. So many people are playing other games and then just sparingly playing 2K now. And I don't think it's franchise fatigue. I don't think it is that. I think we are all here we're all here, we're ready. The finals are, they're pretty good, pretty exciting at the moment. Game 3, half time, you thought it was done and out, and then third quarter, Warriors come back, and then only in the fourth quarter was it kind of wraps. I think we're all here ready and waiting for something to play, but we're just not getting fun, engaging, rewarding content from 2K. Now, like I said, beyond level 40, it's just whatever. The Heroes Ion stuff, I'm not sure why this is here, if I'm honest. A gold shoe boost pack for part 5? Like, really? Using a bad card? I don't know about that, Chief. Complete all of these and you get a diamond shoe pack? Like, I know most of these are just for the XP, but the XP is so easy to come by. I just don't get it. The exchange cards have been good. The exchange cards themselves are really good. Drew Holiday's good, Malik Sealy's very good, Bob McAdoo's very good. The way you've got to get them is very, very boring. 30 triple offline games, that's dull as dishwater. 15 triple online games, that's not great either. And 5 tokens is your reward. And for Drew Holiday and Malik Sealy, it was actually 15 tokens. They've reduced it down to 5. Not too sure why. All of this XP is just kind of deaded XP as well. If you wanted to be a completionist, it's physically impossible to do so because you have to get original owner invincibles, which just isn't possible. So the agenda section is just really lost its touch. Lifetime agenda section, like I said, we've just done too many of these at this point. We've done 120-ish, I believe. 16, 40, 26, 29, and now another 12 or 11. It's just too many. The volume's too much. And the rewards along the way, I touched upon them earlier. They're just not enough to keep you engaged. And it's always like, win with 13 players. And that's not really it, Chief. They added Sabonis in the vault. That's just random. It's RNG in RNG. You might get a vault and then you might get a player. And that is not content in 2022 that people can enjoy. I think a lot of people are burnt out of RNG. The ladder rewards, awful. 50 wins in between all these. It's just not good enough. So triple offline is no motivation at all. Domination, we knew when it came out and we saw 5-minute quarters, 2K messed up. And they messed up. 5-minute quarters, 30 minutes per game. It's still so sad and disappointing that they released it in this state. So domination, yes, it's there. Is it rewarding? No. Do I want to play it? No. Will I have fun playing it? Absolutely not. And then obviously tying into domination, last week we got the spotlights, and I thought this was going to breathe the life into this game that I and many others desperately need right now. And to an extent, it kind of did, but it didn't really. We did all the challenging ones because, well, some of these are challenging, and that's not a challenge. That's not a challenge. And then the others are. So maybe there's 10 here that are actually challenges. 2 of them are just like win a game. So 10 actual challenges. None of them were too bad. The no fouls one was the one I struggled on the most because the AI fouled 3 times. It took me about 2 hours to get through these. They're all just too long. Again, 30 minutes per one of these games. You just fall asleep. You do the challenge and then you just leave control of half the game because you don't need to actually play it. But they're on their own right, they were, bearable. They're okay. And then you add on another domination. And this just tells me that 2K is stuck in pandemic thinking. So the Kobe grind from 2K20, the Spotlight Kobe grind, we all thought that was great at the time because nobody had a life because the world was in lockdown. Nobody could leave, nobody could do anything. So 2K put out like 60 hours worth of a grind for Kobe, and everyone was like, damn, let's get it on, let's do this. We're 2 years on from that. People have lives, people can go outside now. There are no lockdowns. I don't think there are, not around here anyway. And people want, gaming has moved on a lot in 2 years as well, especially sports games. MLB's out there if you're playing the show. Sure, you're enjoying the rewarding nature of that. FIFA's out there, still giving out banging rewards. And that Kobe grind in 2K20 as well. After every win, you got a player. Every win here, you get 5 tokens. Is that it? You're telling me I've got to grind 15 hours of another domination, which is just play for half the game and then fall asleep for the other half of the game? It's so bad. It's so out of touch, and it's so disappointing. Again, it's just that word disappointing. I just don't understand why they've done this. You could have asked anybody in the community, is this going to go down well? The answer is no. Why would you not want content to be received well? Why would you do something where you know? And if you don't know, then that's a huge problem. But why would you put out content that you know the community is not going to like and have fun with? Why would you put out content that's just mind-numbingly boring? I don't get it. The pickup challenge. For 2 days a week, it's worth it. And then 5 days a week, nobody would even look at this. Why not just have a pack in here every day? Is that too much to ask? I guess so. Spotlights and signatures we've already touched upon. Then you get to the online stuff. Now, the draft is just bad. You know, you get old players, you get outdated players, and the rewards are pitiful. Clutch time is bearable. 100 wins, about a 12 or so hour grind. It is still a long grind. I think this game would really do with, mini grind. So, like, maybe win 25 clutch time games in a week, or 25 games in 2 weeks, or 50 games in 3 weeks, and then reset it and do another 50 games. When you see, like, I've got to win 100 games to get anything meaningful, that's a lot of time you're putting into it. True, the online's obviously random. You might get the card, you might not. So random is what random is. And then unlimited, it's much the same as domination. It's just too long. 5-minute core games is just ridiculous in 2022. And to get any reward, you have to win like 20 games to get to the diamond tier or something like that. So you have to put in 10 hours to get a single reward. And if you lose any single game, then it's 30 minutes of your life wasted. Nope. And then obviously packs, 2K's mind, packs of content. But when you put 5 million MT into packs and you don't get 6 of the 9 bits of content in 5 million MT, that kind of turns people off. So yeah, that's not a great thing. Token market, it's been pretty pathetic all year, hasn't it? These packs have been here for 3 weeks now, and they're there for another week, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. And then the exchange, we get once a season. To be fair, this time around we're at least getting a card every week as well. But yeah, I'm just really, really struggling. Everything is such a grind. I think I wrote down how long it would take me to get through everything. So domination, for me, is another 20-hour grind. We've got, not 20-hour grind, 10-hour grind. We've got 21 games to go. It's another 10-hour grind. And it's painfully boring. That's 10 hours where I could just fall asleep and play the game. We have got the spotlights, which is another like 14-hour grind. Again, where I fall asleep and don't have to play the game at all. Clutch time's about another 6-hour grind. That's not too bad for Fernando Martin. I know it says Gilbert Arenas there, but we're not going to get Gilbert Arenas. And unlimited to get to the Opal tier. So not to get Michael Finley, just get the pink diamond box. 41 wins that would take, which is 20 hours. 20 hours to get one Hoff badge for the pink diamond box. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then obviously, I've got an incredible team along the way. The other boxes, you might get like some diamond contracts or whatever, but that doesn't really matter. And it comes on to the gameplay, is the gameplay fun? Not particularly. And it's an interesting one with the 4,000 cards as well. And I know a lot of people have been feeling this as well. When you hit that 4,000 cards in a card collector game, well, that's it. You've completed it. You kind of feel like you're done. And obviously, when you sell up everything, you are incredibly rich, like we are. You could just buy any team you want. So it really devalues grinding for cards, because like previously you might have seen Kenny Oubre Jr. be like, sweet, I need one more card for Dirk. Let me go ahead and grind that game mode to get it. And you feel good when you got it because you're like, okay, I'm one step closer to Dirk. When you've got the ability to buy literally any card in the game, it really does. You look at Michael Finley and like, I could grind 30 hours to get him. 30 hours, by the way, or like 25 hours because 50 wins, isn't it? 53 wins, 25 hours to get him, or I could just buy Kawhi or Scottie Pippen or Kobe. Any of these invincibles. We could literally buy anybody. We buy T-Mac at the 3 as well. You look at Fernando Martin, it's like, well, okay, but I could just go ahead and buy LeBron James invincible or something like that. It's very hard. Obviously, no need for Tim Hardaway. Embiid, look at Embiid grind. You're like, that's 20 to 25 hour grind. Or I could just buy Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that's sort of the gift and the curse, the blessing and the curse with getting those 4,000 cards. It does sort of like, desensitizes you to like seeing reward cards. You're like, well, I don't need that one. I could just buy better. I don't need that one. Can get better. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We've got all the MT in the world, which, the only thing we're really buying is packs, but we can't even enjoy that content because 2K make it impossible to get the cards out of the packs. So the pack content is dead. The gameplay itself, in terms of challenging and fun gameplay and not monotonous gameplay, is not there. Offline is literally all just same, monotonous. These challenges were good and we had fun doing them. And that's all we've got all year, and then that's it. We're not going to get any more, most likely. Well, hopefully we'll get some more, but like for the time being, that's it. They've done so many good things this year, and they've done so many good things once, and then never again. And I do not understand why that is the case. It doesn't make sense to me. We've never had things like double vault events or double double wheel spin events in clutch time, something so simple. But I guarantee a double wheel spin event in clutch time, we get so many more people playing it. Double vault event, obviously we used to get double ball drop events, or not double ball drop events, like one extra ball drop and double token events from Triple Online and Triple Offline. We had these things and then they've taken them away. It just doesn't make sense why they do these good things and then like, let's just not give them what they wanted. You know, people love the Evos, let's not do the Evos again. People didn't like domination, let's give them another domination. You know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It feels like this company is incredibly out of touch. I don't understand why they're choosing to alienate their fan base and their player base when we are all here. Like I said, I don't think it's franchise fatigue. I'm pretty sure we're all here raring to play. Like, we were all here. We were ready and raring to go when these spotlights dropped. And then I remember the first thing I saw in my chat was it's 5-minute quarters. And I was like, okay, well, you know, probably 5-minute quarters in these challenges, but that's okay. And then I remember seeing somebody say there's another domination. And instantly, my heart sank, and I'm like, well, why have they done that? You know, this is just mindless, numb gameplay that's not fun, not engaging, and individually not rewarding as well. You know, 7.5 hours for RJ Barrett. Like, are you kidding? If you just want RJ, 7.5 hours? 7.5 hours for Brandon Ingram? You're kidding me. You know, and devaluing the level 40 this season as well, Anthony Edwards. So remind you guys, last season, last year, we were grinding for Invincible Luka at level 40. This time last year, we were grinding level 40 for Invincible Luka Doncic, and we had spotlights for an Invincible Bill Russell, and not too distant future, we had Invincible Taco spotlights as well, which obviously we're not going to get this year. So Invincible Luka, Invincible Taco, last year, reward cards. This year, both in packs already. Taco not Invincible, but you know what I mean. It is basically, I imagine that's going to be his best one. So, yeah, and then obviously Domination being Tim Hardaway Jr. is, you know, Tim Hardaway, not Jr., Senior, 6-foot point guard. Just nice. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. I need your help. I need something. I've waffled on for nearly half an hour. If you got to this point, then thank you. The daily streams are still going on Facebook. Like I said, we are playing more Fortnite now, which is good fun. I just don't know how to find that excitement again in 2K when it just seems like they do not care. And it's no secret that, you know, sort of halfway through the game's life cycle, so sort of like 6 months into 2K, they will just drop this game and start working on the next game. So that's why we haven't had a gameplay patch in, 3-4 months now? 2-3-4 months, something like that. It's been a long time. They're not working on this game anymore. They've not got the main team on this game. The main team is already working on 2K23, which they'll then work for in 6 months and then drop that for 2K24. That's just kind of how these yearly cycles go. It's not good for games. I don't think it's a healthy way to go about it. It's very clear that the game just kind of gets left in the dark, and you know, people notice that, you know, when there's no communication on Twitter, when it seems like they're not listening, which it definitely seems like they're not listening right now. You know, when Domination came out, everyone was like, bro, why have you done 5-minute quarter dominations? And then to literally re-release it like 2 weeks later, it is just mind-blowing. I don't understand how. Said you're losing people, 2K. People are not streaming it. You've got less people watching it, less people playing it. And we're all here for it. So let's hope 2K are going to turn the corner. Based off this year, they have done good things, but they've done far too many good things once and then never again. So let me know down below what you think about anything that I've said in this video. Said it's not a hit piece on 2K. I am saying they've done good things, and I'm saying we're all here wanting to play this game. Give us reasons to. And if you say, well, there's loads of content, give us fun and engaging content. Don't give us content that makes us want to die of boredom, which is what we have got so much of at the moment. And then, you know, the content that you can argue is fun and maybe like Triple Threat, well, it's just random. You don't get rewarded for it. So they need to do something, and I hope they do. But for now, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Very interested to see the comment section for this video. 2K, I hope you step it up. You've done good things, but you've also done a lot of things that make me question, do you listen to the community at all? Let's see how they go from here. That's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time, and peace.